Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some new screenshots that were posted on the patch 6.5 promotional site. There's not really a whole lot, but there's some gear screenshots, something with the Fall Guys collaboration that's pretty interesting, and just a couple of other little things. So let's just quickly get through this, and then we can go on to patiently waiting another week for patch 6.5. So let's go down to the challenges section where the first new screenshots are. And our first new ones are actually in the Alliance Raid Dungeon, Midst of the Realm Part 3, Thalia. Now there are two new screenshots here. The first one, not too much of a surprise. That's Thaliak themselves, if I'm not mistaken. And we actually saw this boss during the letter from the producer live. We saw the first couple of attacks coming out of them as well. But, you know, hey, looking fabulous like the rest of the 12 have, especially that hair. My man is rocking it good. I actually really like this particular detail. I don't really want to call it a necklace. It's more like a neck and shoulder adornment. But that's actually my favorite part of the whole getup right there. And then we have the gear, which we also saw a little bit of during the letter from the producer live. It kind of reminds me, there's a set in the game that it reminds me of already. And I think it's really just the abs that remind me of it. It's actually a ninja set, which is funny because the ninja set is the one that made me think of it. Now they all kind of remind me of it. But these are kind of like a mid to heavy armor set. Like even the robes look kind of heavy coming out of the caster robes on the right and the healer robes on the mid left. But other than that, I think it's an okay looking set. I think most people are going to kind of be fans of maybe the arms with like the little up shoulder right here. But I feel like we have a lot of sets that already look like this in the game. Not with the exact same design, but the fact that I can recognize another set immediately makes me a little less excited when I see new sets. Either way, if you don't have a set that looks like it or it matches your aesthetic a little bit better, I'm sure that you're going to be picking this up in no time. There's a different set that I think a lot more people are going to be excited about that we also got a preview of during the latest letter from the producer live. Now for the Lunar Subterrane, there was nothing new here. For the Abyssal Fracture, there was nothing new. For Thornton, there was nothing new. For the Fall Guys collaboration, I can't remember if I think this screenshot is not new, but I've never really taken the time to look at it. And I actually hadn't noticed that Typhon is over there on the left. You can see a Moogle in the distance, and you can just see a few other things happening. You know, you've got some of the Fall Guys art in the back, some of the traditional Fall Guys stuff. Arrows on the ground, which I wonder if that is a speed buff of some kind, because it actually looks like, I think it's a little bit of the reflections. I wonder if that's coming from the new graphics engine, or if it's going to look like that, or new graphics engine, new graphics update. Can't say engine. It's not a new engine. You know, it's just they're layering some stuff on top. But, yeah, I wonder if that's actually a speed lane or not, because you can see all the reflections of the other stuff, so it's a little bit hard to tell. I think it's just saying go this way, though. You can see a cactar balloon over there. You can see a few other details in the back as well. But honestly, the second screenshot's a little more exciting. So for a long time, people were wondering if the Fall Guys collaboration was going to just be a single map. I think that's a lot of us just kind of coming to terms with the fact that we're kind of used to that when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV. You know, we just get the one map and we're done. Even though Fall Guys is supposed to be a multi-map, you know, gradual elimination, a lot of people have written that off. Now, fortunately, in an interview recently, we did learn that the Fall Guys collaboration would be multiple maps and would feature a lot of Final Fantasy style gimmicks. Here we have another style of map. You know, the first one actually, it just looks like the traditional, you know, first people to make it to the end, don't get eliminated. And then the second one is more akin to, there's a few different Fall Guys games that are like this one, where you have to, you know, basically bring stuff back to your team's color area. And it looks like we have I don't know what color the triangles are, if they're green or yellow, but it looks like red, blue, and yellow. Red, blue, wait, why would it be RBG? It's red, blue, green. Of course it's red, blue, green. Listen, these eyes, they don't do well. It looks like, you know, everyone's going to a pile in the middle, and by interacting with the pile, you get your team's color. You know, you get a crystal for your team's color. You can see someone with the blue one in the back and someone with the green ones in the back, and they're all running back to their base. I'm assuming there's going to be mechanics that make this not so simple. We know that you can't just go and steal from other teams, so we assume that this is just a matter of everyone rushing to the middle, rushing back, going back and forth as many times as they can within the time limit, and the team with the lowest score will probably be eliminated at the end of this section. Or maybe they'll do the team with the most just outright wins and they eliminate the other two. We don't know. But I'm just curious to see what kind of events, because it looks like past where the blue is going, it looks like there's some sort of AoE effect, like a wind effect or something happening over there. So it looks like you might have to run through like a mini little AoE obstacle course to get back to your actual team section. And then I wonder if there's any way to sabotage the other teams. I mean, that's a big thing with Fall Guys, and we know you're not going to be able to grab people, but I really hope they give players like, you know, conal AoEs that they can aim at the other team, like pushbacks or maybe, you know, gaze attacks or just something like that would be something that I think would really elevate it, especially with them talking about how many Final Fantasy gimmicks they plan on cramming into this Fall Guys collaboration. But either way, one of the most exciting bits of 6.5, unironically, even though we won't see it for quite some time. Then we go down a little bit more. We get some screenshots of the new map of the Crystalline Conflict Arena. Not much to say about these. We actually got a very extensive look at this in both the trailer and the letter from the producer live. There's the Luna Tender again, which we still don't know the effect of. I'm going to guess it's Limit Break, but I don't know. I'm going to guess that the Luna Tender, when it comes up, gives everyone like AoE limit charge, which would be pretty cool. And then for new systems, I think the rest of this stuff is normal. There's one more screenshot I think that's new at the very bottom. Additional duty support, free trial expansion, which doesn't have any new images. But then you have the new items where we get a full peek at all of the new trophy crystal gear. So this is PvP gear that you specifically buy with trophy crystals. And I could already tell from seeing the original screenshot they showed us during the live letter that these sets were probably going to be pretty popular. For reference, I believe the 3 sets we saw during the live letter were the one that the Rogadin is wearing on the left, the one that the Lalafell is wearing on the right, and I think the other one that we saw might have been the middle right one. Actually, I forgot already. But as soon as I saw the Al Ra in the middle, I was like, that's going to be the most popular set by far. I know this community well enough to know that half of you saw that female Al Ra in the middle right there and went, yes, I am getting that set. I'm changing my character look. I'm making it happen. I know you were all sold on it immediately. I'm curious to find out which ones go where to which role. I kind of like some of the head adornments that we have here. I like it's almost like a DJ style headpiece over there on the right with like the shades with the flat line on the top, and then it's got the audio speaker, and you've got like a mask apparatus on the left over there. But I know this is going to be the favorite armor set for the patch. Like, it goes without saying that a lot of people are going to be interested in this. And that's the last screenshot that's here. The only other thing is we have the media page itself, which just highlights which images are actually new. So, you know, yeah, just like quickly reviewing to make sure. Oh, no, that Fall Guys picture was actually new. Okay. And yeah, then that's new and nothing else was new. Okay. And with that is going to be a wrap for our peek at the latest updates to the patch 6.5 promotional site. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for all the patch 6.5 news. Don't forget, we got preliminary patch notes this Friday, full patch notes when the servers go down on Monday for 24-hour maintenance for the patch. And we have patch 6.5 itself, 6.51 in late October, or at the very least after the European Fan Fest, and 6.55 in mid-ish, early to mid-ish January after the JP Fan Fest. So we've got plenty of stuff lined up for videos and news and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll see all of you in the next one, and until then, take care.